would be completely packed with people. If you look up, if we get closer, we can edit it, but
Yeah.
if you get closer to when we hit these bridges, look at the roller coaster at New York doesn't look like it's running. Doesn't even look at this. This is our, there's a train that goes all the way, that starts at Bellagio and ends at Mandalay Bay. That runs out about every 10 minutes. If you look at this not running, this is how that, and then look at this right here. This is the Excalibur Hotel and Casino. This is on Las Vegas Boulevard, which is right there in Tropicana, maybe the second busiest, the two busiest streets maybe in all of Las Vegas. And this is what the valet looks like. This is what the valet looks like right here. It's absolutely pathetic. This is one of the most busiest casinos in Las Vegas. I mean, on the busiest street corners. This is right here usually on a Friday. Again, I hate to keep on reiterating a Friday night at the time, but at this time right now, this bridge, it would be hard to even walk. This thing would be filled with people. There's nobody in it. There's more kids. I see more kids and stuff than I do. Half the people seem to not even give a shit about the mess, to be honest. This is the bridge that's going from Excalibur Hotel and Casino. We're walking out to the main road of the strip. And if you look on the other bridge, it's the same group of people. Well, now they're already gone. That's how little of people there are out here. This thing's usually turned on. Usually going up though, actually, because it always takes you towards the casino. But there's no one here. Look at this bridge up here. There's no one over there. Look at this. Gotta do. But look at this. The only people you see on the bridge right here.
They're cleaners.
The cleaning lady. And one other lady, that lady in the red, she walked out of Tropicana with me. So I know she works there. That's all you see on the street right now. It's terrible. Like, see this guy's shirt right here? We're Californian or Nevada, and we don't want Nevada to be California. That's for sure. Are you from?
So I was originally born in California, but my parents got out while the getting was good, and I got to grow up here.
You got to grow up here. Awesome.
So, yep.
So you see this. So you've been on the strip many times this time of year, and you see how dead this really is for this time of year. You know how it's just awful, right? So, other than just the mess, like, how do you feel about all the protests that have been going on around the country?
The BLM protests?
BLM, Antifa, all this stuff. Like the protests, you know, are you for the protesters? Are you against the protesters?
It's a thin line because I agree with ending police brutality. Absolutely. I don't agree with destroying people's businesses in the process to make the point.
Absolutely. And one more question. Do you lean more to the right, to the left? How do you feel about Joe Biden? How do you feel about Donald Trump?
There's things that I don't like about Donald Trump, but he seems like he's the only person out of the whole group that's actually trying to fight the agenda behind the scenes. And it seems like Joe Biden has actually always been a neoconservative, and he just took a huge step into progressivism because that's where the money's at.
So what you think is that Joe Biden's kind of a flip-flopper? Donald Trump, he might not be, he's the best guy right now for the job.
I think so.
All right, there you go. Cool. So this is where you usually line up for Hakkasan nightclub, which usually come a few hours from now and have thousands of people waiting outside. Look at how dead this is. They have it all closed down, even. Here's a centrifuge bar. This bar is usually packed to the brim on a Friday night. And don't forget, this is the MGM Hotel and Casino, the biggest casino in Las Vegas. This and Caesars, which it's almost too big. You can't even tell there's people in here.
No.
Half the businesses inside of here. Now realize all these casinos have their own little economy almost inside the casinos. All these businesses, half of them inside here, are completely closed. Which means they can make no money. So let's put on our mask.
Yeah. Gotta stay clean.
You gotta stay clean. Just because it doesn't mean the virus isn't real, right?
That's true.
Okay, see this guy right here? Pulled down his mask to drink a beer. So let's see if we can catch that again. And then he pulls down his mask to talk. So really, what's the point? I don't see it. cards. If you ask me, it kind of makes the whole gaming very impersonal, not nearly as fun if you got to play through this thing. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion. But see, here's people actually playing with it. I want to see a craps table. They don't always have. So the MGM doesn't have the mask cover or the glass in front of the red. But it does seem like most people at the tables are wearing the mask. Or I wonder if you have to.
You might.
Well, look over there. That table over there, is that craps?
That is.
So they actually have separators. Let's go by the restaurant.
Yeah. Right.
What I'm intrigued to see is the line. That's the line to check in at MGM on a Friday night.
Wow.
Well, the thing why you say wow is because the line is non-existent to check into MGM Hotel and Casino on a Friday night in June. That's the smallest line I've ever seen for any pretty much major casino for a hotel registration line. Everyone's a VIP today.
The lobby is empty. Cleaning up. They're cleaning every 10 minutes.
I mean, and see,
Yeah.
look at, if you can't tell one thing, the one thing I've been seeing is how many people have you been seeing cleaning these casinos?
Yeah.
There's still people coming from the pool.
Yeah.
I want to be honest, the amount of kids I'm seeing on the strip is actually higher than normal.
Bar is pretty empty.
Here's a restaurant.
Yep.
Cleaning. They have hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you come in the door.
There's people, look.
Just emphasize that. Like, look at these guys. Listen, look at how many people are sitting around though, and they're drinking like this with their masks down. So, I think to not be biased, but one thing I've seen on the strip is that I think they should be more worried about keeping the casinos as clean as possible rather than putting on the people to wear the mask. Because I can tell even probably a lot of these people who agree with masks, they still want to drink when they're inside Las Vegas. If they're out at a bar, they're still going to want to drink, they're going to want to smoke, which forces you to take your mask off. And look at it. So every other machine is off. It's apparent every other machine is off.
Having fun?
All right.
Is that the sensor? No, let's see if you walk under it so it opens. Unless that is the sensor.
I don't know. What happens if it does go off? It's like, get out, get out.
There's no one here to even enforce it.
Yeah, so what happens? Is there these sensors or not? That's a question I want to find out. So right now, coming down, if you look down, how many people? I'd say about over 50% of people are wearing masks inside the casino. It doesn't look as if they're enforcing it really.
Nah.
This is another MGM property. This is New York Hotel Casino. Let's see if they're, right there, you got another, and people are stopping and using it.
Getting a mask.
I'm gonna use it. So they have both gloves. They have gloves and masks that you can just take for free.
It's hard to do this one-handed.
Well, yeah, you can put the camera down and wash your hands. It looks, in those slots that are right next to each other, they're separated apart. But in these ones where they're big, it seems like there's enough distance anyway.
Yeah.
So they have the same thing. I would assume they have the same thing.
Yeah,
because
probably
it's
the same.
MGM properties. Now let's go check out this bar over here. Let's see if are these bars inside these hotels open? Because some of them in MGM were and some weren't. bar is open, but this bar is usually a very crowded bar. We can walk by the entrance, but it doesn't seem to be crowded. It is, but it has a whole. No, it's not crowded. Unfortunately, it's not crowded.
Oh, sorry.
It seems no one says anything if you don't have your mask on. Let's go walk towards the restaurant. Usually that whole bar would be full of people, but there is still people here at least. There's some people here. I will say, I see another woman over there washing her hands. I mean, people seem to be doing their part. That's easy to do at least. They're not difficult. They're not too much of an inconvenience on their lives.
Jobs are open. Nightclub people are out because
They're not open, right?
there's no nightclubs open.
Does that help you or make it easier for your job or?
The nightclub people, they're not in our league. Like they're
They don't
super-
ask
Yeah.
you or anything like that. Okay. I'm just trying to see if the strip's getting back to what it used to be at all.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 jobs now.
What
I
else
work
do you
at
do?
Custom Kings. It's a custom t-shirt place. I've been out here since the 4th working there, so I've been watching it slowly and surely get better.
And how do you feel? Like, are you scared of the COVID-19 at all? Are you no fear of it?
No.
That was the main question
Yeah.
I was getting at too.
Yeah, no.
Awesome.
You want to tip me for all of these questions?
I do you take credit card?
Yeah, we do.
Spontaneous trip, make the best of it.
I'm actually from Michigan. I'm actually curious. We actually do a blog, but we're trying to figure out, how people feel about the mask. How do you guys feel about the mask? About like the whole
Masks.
mask thing and
Honestly, I think I work for a doctor or surgeon.
Okay.
I think it's ridiculous.
I love that that's awesome that you
I
work for
believe
them.
that a lot of people are ignorant and do need to take more cautious. Don't get
Absolutely.
me wrong, and this might have been an awakening for them, but a lot of us aren't dumb,
Okay.
and we've taken cautious for a while, and wearing this mask honestly ruins a lot of our immune systems. It does.
This is a great interview. This is really awesome. Where do you work in Michigan? Do you work in a hospital or?
I work for a podiatric surgeon for Henry Ford Hospital.
That's one of the most
Okay.
reputable
Man.
medical centers in
The only reason I wear a
Michigan.
mask at work is for respect and safety of other people
Absolutely.
who do have lower autoimmune systems.
Yeah, it's
And I don't want
not
that.
everyone should wear them.
But your body needs to be prone to that as well.
In conclusion today, talking Vegas, we went to 3 MGM properties, 3 of the most major on the most key points on the strip, which is Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard. We went to Excalibur first, then we went to MGM, then we went to New York, New York. I can't explain how. I'm so surprised on how well they did on keeping these casinos clean, and how I felt no fear, and how no people inside these casinos really felt fear of the COVID-19. Now, should I say I agree with them or not? That's up to you guys. From what you see, from what we took. But I want to tell you this. My opinion, come to Vegas. We're one of the places open. We're one of the places you should come. But again, on a non-biased, we're open. Walking the strip, man. This is just walking the strip.
Talking and walking.